Stadium in Baltimore. It's week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Mac Jones and the Indianapolis Colts.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Jones on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
first and 10. Jones. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense. Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. 7 yards to pick up there. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position of what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into passing in the running game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. Thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Jackson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their key shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's Jones on third down. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tony Field. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Open man is Myers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention. And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best. And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 3 yards the gain there, second down. On the draw is Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they'd pick that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Jack Fox now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Now the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Indy.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyus Bowser. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jackson will throw again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with a home at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Zach Wilson, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jameis Winston leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Gardner Minshew, sharp in the victory, as his guys find the win column for just the second time all year. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. Run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Passes and they're going that fast. Any hesitation?
And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
They go play action now. Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.